Old Sports Show, and as always, you see Mr. KC over there looking real Miami. And you know who I am, that dude with the beard, man. This is another episode for you, some weekly picks, man, some talk. Mr. KC, what's the word?
Well, just another exciting day here in South Florida, living the dream. And I can't help but to look around the league and just say there's a lot that happened last week, and there's just so much to talk about. I mean, we see Micah Parsons tear his ACL. We see Pat Mahomes tear his ACL. I think as Chiefs fans, we need to talk about our reaction to missing the playoff.
Well, as a lifelong Chiefs fan, I mean, from the moment I could understand what football was and going forward, having played and all this other stuff, I've always been Kansas City. I've seen a lot of dark times. I don't think this is a dark time. It's just a minor step back. I know what it's like to only get 2 wins on the season. I know what it's like to just be so great on defense, but your offense can't score a lick. I know what it's like that your offense is so great and your defense can't stop a lick. Like we've never been on the winning side of both things, but for the past 9 years we have. So I don't think this is the dark time. Yeah, it stings just a little bit that we're not going to the playoffs, but at the same time, it puts the microscope directly on this roster, and you can see what we need and what we don't need. And hopefully, we can go ahead and see about getting a quality class because I've been saying it for years. Certain people don't like it, certain teachers don't, certain administrators, whoever you want to say, whatever they want to say it. We need a Buckeye at receiver. I've been calling for it forever. We need an absolute dog to lead the wide receiver room. And if we get that, it's over because everybody else will fall in line. And I guarantee you, it'll be a whole new situation. Matt Nagy, gone. Like I, I never was a fan of him coming back. If Bieniemy didn't want to be his own man, uh, I'd be calling for him to come back. But he's, and it's all respect to him. Definitely go, still try to be a coach, still whatever you want to do. If Kansas City offensive coordinator is not for you no more, then it's not for you. But we need somebody there who's going to get with the new age of football and stop calling these weak plays. And they always try to say, oh, well, Andy Reid's actually calling them. No, he be giving these people rope. Andy Reid step in when he's like, okay, you're just fumbling this thing. Let me go ahead and get a few in here to try to get this thing rolling. But overall, before I keep rambling, because I got to give Mr. KC the floor, I'm not too worried about it. I don't think it's dark times in Kansas City because I've seen them. So, Mr. KC,
Yeah, I'm right there with you. My thing is, we knew this would happen one day, right? It's not a surprise. Nothing lasts forever. You can't win them all, blah, 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 all that good stuff. And we see the Chiefs hit that roadblock a lot sooner than we expected. The only disappointing part to me is on paper, I thought this was a better team than it was last year. And that's just not the case. I think what we learned is that Rashid Rice is not a number one wide receiver. I think he was before he got injured. And then after the injury, he lost a step and now doesn't get open like he used to. Xavier Worthy, a nice piece, a nice gadget, but all that speed doesn't translate. Look, Travis Kelsey is 36 years old, leading this team still. Okay, that's the problem with the Kansas City Chiefs. It's not that Travis Kelsey needs to go. I think we should keep Travis Kelsey, and I think we should try to retain him for next year. But he's not supposed to be the number one guy. We need a running back like none other. I mean, I like Kareem Hunt. Shout out to him all day long, but he ain't I take him for a short yardage back. I don't want him on first down. I don't want him on second down. I don't want Isaiah Pacheco. You keep throwing these band-aid situations, and you won't even throw the band-aid it's big enough to cover the whole wound.
And
Like
you
my
know what's crazy? And not to even cut you off, Mr. KC, but I just gotta say it because you know it's the fan in me. There was two different Buckeye running backs that you could have had. You see what Travion doing out there in New England, and Quishon out there with the Browns. Man, there was two different dudes who could hit the home run. Man, you're hitting the nail right on the head, Mr. KC, in this running back room because that's what I'm saying. We need a dog. We need somebody who can hit. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm getting angry.
no,
I gotta relax.
I think that's what it is. I think I would just tell Chiefs fans like don't panic. And like all these people that think the dynasty is magically over, I'd remind people that the the Patriots had a dynasty and it was multiple decades and spanned a length of time. If you think the Kansas City Chiefs are magically one and done and this is never see the playoffs ever again or the Super Bowl, like I feel bad for you because like we all know one way or the other, Pat Mahomes has the arm strength to do whatever he wants. So it just I don't know. It's comical to see the comments just because the man finally got hurt. Finally had a off year as a team because it was definitely as a team, but it's just one of
Yeah.
those things. It comes and it goes, man.
And you know how it is, Mr. Casey. During the uprising they loved us, but then when we became the mainstay, as tradition, they just started to hate us. All of a sudden there's a referee agenda, there's all kind of stuff going on. And I swear Patrick Mahomes is such a star that he lives rent free in so many people's head. I do you know how many comments I see about Patrick Mahomes in games that he has absolutely nothing to do with? Like it's just so crazy because I mean everything you see. I was watching a clip from a Buccaneers game, and then Baker got hit, and then it was like, oh man, if that was Mahomes, he would have went to jail. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, how does he even come up in your mind when you're watching this kind of game? Like, this lets you know that he's really the GOAT. Like he lives rent free in so many people's minds who's even outside of Kansas City. These people think more about Pat Mahomes than we do.
Right. Yeah, that's the
And
craziest part about it.
that,
And my favorite thing is they'll go, he's not Tom Brady. He's not Tom Brady. And I'm like, well, Tom Brady's stories are already finished. And the fact there ain't no one else to compare him to tells you everything you need to know about how close of a comparison it is.
right
Like you can
there.
tell me it's not, but you ain't talking about him versus Joe Montana. You ain't talking about him versus Terry Bradshaw. We know what quarterback's better. Like you ain't talking about him and Peyton Manning. Like you ain't gonna tell me Peyton Manning's better. Like the resume already disagrees. So it's like,
Exactly.
what are you gonna talk about, Aaron Rodgers? Like, oh, you don't want to have that conversation. So
Especially with me. I've been told y'all about AA Ron. I've been saying it for years. Oh, and shout out to my usual the Bengals gone bingo. Another season that the Bengals have not made the playoffs. It's like uh I'm the Cincinnati Nostradamus. I'm telling you that it just won't happen. Good
you know
night,
the
and you're welcome, Cincinnati.
the critics will say it's just being a hater, but I will say it is on tape for the last 3 years. You will see the prediction has been correct. The Cincinnati Bengals will not make the playoffs. He'll tell you every year, and he didn't start telling you until they started missing the playoffs. There wasn't no magical pre. You go back 4 years, and he doesn't go. They're missing the playoffs. He does it 3 years ago, and all of a sudden they start missing the playoffs. And you say, no, 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 no. Look, they're finally going to get it done. No, no, no. It's because he got injured. No, no, no. It's because I'm like, you can try to put an asterisk all you want on it,
Man,
but the truth of the matter is, at the end of the day, before the season starts, and you go, either they're not making the playoffs.
they're not making the playoffs.
Bengals don't bingo.
The Bengals gonna bingo, and I love it. I know we didn't make it either, but Like I said, it's first time in 9 years. The
Yeah,
Bengals ain't made
and
the Bengals ain't made it for three straight. You still ain't got nothing to talk to me about.
and
Tell me
look,
what Super Bowl they done won.
we don't get them all right either. Look, I picked the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, and here we are not
And
going
here
in.
we are right now, right?
Yeah, I don't
Exactly.
know. But I tell you what, the large majority, folks, there's a reason you want to pay attention. Take the unbiased approach. Don't listen to the Kansas City take if you don't want to. But if we start talking about these other teams, know that it's not out of hate, unless you're the Denver Broncos. Then,
Man. Woo! That's
okay.
out of pure disdain. And it'll forever be that way. And that's just what it is. I hope Gardner Minshew give it to y'all.
Oh, the delight and joy that will truly
Yeah,
be.
if y'all lose to Gardner, y'all really ain't got nothing to say to me. And I don't care if we miss the playoffs. And if y'all won the AFC West, still ain't got nothing to say to me. Nothing at all. Because we know, the world know y'all should have lost that first game. We was all there. We seen what's going on. Y'all swore the ref was in our pockets. Y'all see how many games they done squeezed us out of. So I'm just wait for the revenge tour, the authentic revenge tour. That's all
Yeah.
I'll say on that.
So, yep, just remember, folks, the Bengals going to Bengal.
And that's a fact.
And that's a fact. Yes, sir. Yeah, so what did you think about that Philip Rivers return?
And yeah, as tradition, he come in and lost, just like I knew he would, and that's what kind of make back to real business. The Chiefs lost a little bit more because if Pat wouldn't have got hurt, we would have won that game. And the Colts losing like how I knew they would. Other stuff would have been set in motion. We'd be talking playoffs, maybe not Super Bowl run, but at least playoff appearance at the least. But at the end of the day, it's Philip Rivers. I don't know what people are expecting. I don't know what's going on in people's minds, but you know how I feel about Philip. Like stuff. I've seen him too much. I know what he's gonna do. Yeah, he'll give you a few touchdowns. He'll even make a few highlight plays. Maybe he's out there talking about, oh, he's not really out of shape. No, he is out of shape. Let's keep it a buck. But they try to act like this stuff ain't happening. Philip Rivers is still trash. He's gonna always be trash. He's all like I said. He's what Josh Allen is already is. He's doing everything Philip did, and he's on his way to being Philip Rivers 2.0. Maybe he'll get a few more playoff wins. Who knows? But that
You know, what I think is crazy is they're still going with Philip Rivers over Anthony Richardson. I just, ah,
man,
now when the
you see
coffee
what
and
I'm
that,
saying? Why don't you just trade the boy then? Trade him to Kansas City so he can be the perfect backup. He can learn under the go. I'm just saying, or just somewhere like, because that's ridiculous to me though. I've already been saying you go get a 44-year-old dude who's been on the couch. What has been 4 years?
for
So you see what I'm saying? And you go and he just come off the couch and you think he's about to give y'all a playoff run. Like this is what's happening. Versus a dude who's been there, a dude y'all drafted, a dude y'all said y'all believed in. And it's Alex Smith all over again. It almost feel like a blackballing, like how they did Trey Lance, San Fran. It almost feel like how they did
well,
even Colin Kaepernick almost, but outside the political aspect. Because you could have called Colin. At least he's 38. He probably really still mobile and actually really still being staying in shape. But like it's just it baffles me.
those are
I'd have
all bad.
called Joe Flacco. I'd have called Joe Flacco before I called Philip Rivers.
I think
He
Joe
just got
Flacco.
sent home. Right, he just got sent home a few weeks ago. I'd have called him like, hey, be on the next play in the Indy.
I mean, I take Joe Flacco over a lot of these guys. And
So I'm
yeah,
trying to tell you, if I was Brett Veach, I would have called Joe Flacco. Pat Hurt, I'm calling Joe. Hey, come finish the season in Kansas City. I don't like Gardner Minshew.
finished. This season is finished. They
Well,
been Rice got benched. I forgot who else they benched. They benched someone else too.
so this is a season where we need to go ahead and just tank the rest and draft Carnell Tate at wide receiver in the first round from the Ohio State University. And then after that, because we can just count this as still a rebuild no count year, we get Jeremiah Smith in the next one, Ohio State. Reunite the duo. We'll go ahead and have a different tight end we draft from a different school, phase Travis Kelce out. Hopefully they get a dog at running back and get a new middle linebacker, get Nick Bolton out of there. I
Probably
still,
waiting on the Nick Bolton, sir. What are you talking about?
I've been telling you, he's still undersized. He still don't make enough plays, and the only tackles he make is when they don't count.
He got
I'm
all
sorry. I've been telling you, just like Chris Jones. I've been telling you this for years, man.
he
I,
got all he's got all the don't count tackles because he leads the team by a country mile in tackles.
well, I
He,
mean, he should though. He's got the most range. He's supposed to. I mean, yeah, but a lot of them, I'm sure, assisted. But at the same time, though, like I said, they garbage time tackles. Tackles when they don't mean nothing. Dude already ran 12 yards and got the first down. He on his he already stumbling, falling down from exhaustion by the time Nick Bowden hit me.
at least he's stopping it from being 15. He's the only one on the team stopping him.
No, I feel you, but I always feel like I said, bro, I don't know why they like these undersized Missouri players. I don't be getting it.
Yeah, I know why. It's because that boy from Missouri.
He ain't even from Missouri. I mean, he might have went to school here,
Yeah, he went to school.
but but still though, he undersized, and we seeing the fruits of that. Like I said, man, but we go ahead and get a new middle linebacker. If we can get a couple Buckeyes, we'd be in the game, boy. But even if we can get some Crimson Tide, something from Bama, like I don't know why Brett Veach like to draft people from all these D3 schools, Appalachian State and SMU and these other teams that can't even make a bowl game. But but these dudes are ballers. Like I don't get it. But you'll give all these old heads all this money, and like I said, dude, I would have traded Chris Jones. We could have had a deeper rotation on the D line and another situation. I'd have traded Nick Bolton too. We could have had more help in the secondary. I'd have let Leo Chanel, Drew Tranquil, and what's that other boy run linebacker? I keep forgetting his name. The one Cochran. Yeah, I'd have let them run it. I'm just
It was week 11. We out of the playoffs.
say that one more
Yeah,
time.
week 11. We're out of the playoffs. Get real good.
Man, hopefully we see hopefully we see the combination of players now. I think and like we never seen Jalen Royals. Like there were so many players that we ain't never even seen
Maybe
touch the field and stuff. And
that's
like
what we need. That's what we need to do the rest of the season. Is all the B team. B team needs to be the A team. Let's see what they got.
I'm just saying though, some of them B teamers should have been on that A team. Because my thing is, it's like they're trying to give the dudes, I guess, chances to get their contract bonuses and stuff like that. But dude, everybody on the planet knew Tyquan Thornton should have been playing. Like Hollywood Brown is trash. Like I said, I told you we talked about at the very beginning of the year. I don't even know why they re-signed this dude. Like
They
why?
that's who else they benched. They benched Rice and Thornton.
I'm ready for a new GM, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I think your time is done, man. I think it's time to get somebody in here who's competent and know that we need some big names, something. We need some dogs, man. We don't need all these 6 round chance players, fringe players. We need some people who are obviously first rounders for a reason, not drafting Clyde Edwards, dudes like Clyde Edwards-Helaire who can't stay on the field and you leave them go, you bring them back, and all this other extra stuff. Like he's he's missed on so much, dude. If we would have just had Jonathan Taylor and DK Metcalf and then we would have had Tyreek and also and Travis Kelce already there. I can just imagine how different that offense would have been. And then, not to even mention on the defensive side of the ball, who we could have got. Like, there's so many people that was available, but the only gem, like I said, in all them defensive picks is Trent McDuffie, and they're probably going to trade him
They're
because
definitely
they
trading.
because they have no respect for cornerbacks.
I don't.
Not you, I was saying them, but yeah, I know you don't either. But yeah,
The only position they can draft at. I don't know why they drafted a first round cornerback with him in the first place. Like it didn't make no sense.
I mean, he has been a dog for us.
I mean, he has been. I'll give him that. But we got a lot of dogs. You know, Snead was a dog too. He wasn't a first round pick. Like all these other guys on this team are like fifth, sixth round cornerbacks. And we decided, oh, we got rid of our best weapon on offense, so let's replace it with a corner to go with all
Well,
the
see,
other corners that we successfully draft. If they would have used that pick on the defensive end, maybe we wouldn't be talking about Chris Jones because Chris Jones will finally have some help. Like we
man,
yeah,
because I told you I didn't agree with the Karlaftis draft pick either. That's
no,
what.
I didn't like paying them either. I didn't understand why they paid Carl Kalafis or Carl because I'm like half of his pick or half of his sacks are just because they're running away from Chris Jones. Like he don't even get his own sacks. Like it don't make no sense to me.
He
So
ain't no
like
Mike Danner, and that's for
he
sure.
started to
My
do a little
dog.
bit of that this year where he's getting his own sacks and he can still develop more than what he is, but because he's still young. But like man. Dude, I don't. I just the first round pick with a cornerback. It doesn't. It'd be like using a second round pick on a quarterback or for a backup. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
I
yeah,
mean, it depends on the level of talent because Pastor Tane Jr. definitely worth every penny on that. Like, or if Reeve is back in the day, or something like that, huh?
what's Sauce Gardner doing for the Colts?
Oh, no idea.
Yeah,
Because I'm just talking about people who's with the team that they got drafted with. I ain't talking about no trades or nothing.
I mean, he did good with the Jets or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, you can have a good cornerback, and now that your quarterback's done, like your team, that ain't gonna do nothing for you. Like
Yeah, no, for sure.
they really needed to they needed to use that first round pick on their wide receiver to replace Tyreek Hill. The problem is they thought they were going to do it with Worthy, and they thought they were going to do it with Rice. And these guys,
Hardman
man,
is
at best,
that McCole situation when it should
yeah,
have been DK Metcalf.
yeah, and like, look, uh, it just gets, I don't know,
It's
uh,
ugly. It's ugly.
it gets rough to think about if you think about it too hard.
Yeah, let's move on, brother. Let's move on.
Yeah, let me see if I can get the schedule pulled up real quick.
And while he's doing that, ladies and gentlemen, we only speaking from experience and Chiefs fans, just inside and out, years of thorough investigation and having eyes on the organization. Amongst all the rumors and everything, and especially the most recent rumor talking about they're going to move to Kansas after a vote on Monday. So we'll see what happens. They might
Yeah.
become the Kansas City Kansas Chiefs.
Right. And I think the Royals are going to Kansas as well. I think both of them.
The Royals aren't in that meeting though. I think the Royals might stay where they are, just get a new stadium. Probably that's going to take up majority of the lot now, and just
Oh,
give them bigger
no.
parking access.
After the Chiefs and the Kansas folks announced they were having a meeting, and they said the Royals weren't involved, there was a Kansas State senator that was like, "Oh no, we're very interested in bringing the Royals to Johnson County." And so,
Oh, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will, and that'll be fine. More money out of my taxes. I mean, back into my taxes or whatever they want to say.
yeah, yeah, because people think it's like, oh, it's such a big deal, but realistically, It's like half an hour down the road. Like it really,
Yeah, I mean, I can get there if I really want to, but that's why I got a TV. I can just watch it from the comfort of my home.
right? Yeah, and the way ticket prices be, you got to wait for the Chiefs to be losing before you can afford to go anyway. I seen tickets for $11. I was like, no wonder they're thinking about moving.
Hmm.
Uh, This is crazy.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine a Super Bowl fucking parade on Parallel Parkway? I can't. There is no downtown KCK. Can you imagine a parade there? It's a fucking city block. They don't even have a downtown. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, go to Overland Park, or like, you know what I mean? Like, what are they gonna do? Like, this is the only thing I'm thinking about. Like, are you kidding? Kansas City, Kansas is a joke. And
Yeah.
everybody who lives in this area fucking knows it. And I'm sorry if you're from KCK. It's no personal offense to you, but it's a joke. Like your downtown's a joke. Like
Well, I mean,
there's no
if
Super
you,
Bowl parade coming through downtown Wyandotte.
I feel like if you're from Kansas City, Kansas, and you feel offended, it's only because you have no self awareness. That's all that is. Like you can't blame us. Like
Man,
you got to, you know it. Hey, the tacos are good. Y'all got good tacos. You know
wonderful. Fast Freds, them tacos. Right, you see the hand gestures, y'all. A1 will never
that?
never lie on you. But stop
We
fucking playing.
we can find a compliment for the daughter or something maybe once in a while.
Right.
We
But
all know.
anyway, so
We ain't
we'll
telling
see.
you.
We'll see what happens with that shit though, man. It's just crazy. It's even crazy to think about.
All right. At the timing of the or at the time of the filming of this episode, the Rams and Seahawks are currently playing in the third quarter. The beginning of the third quarter. The Rams are up 13-7. Who do you got on that one?
The Seahawks to win. Still
Yeah,
plenty of time.
they're down by 6, and I'm actually picking the Seahawks too. So, if anybody's watching this, just know that there's 12:57 left in the third quarter when we're filming this.
Hmm.
All right. Next on the list, we got a nice NFC East division matchup. We have the Eagles versus the Commanders.
I'm going with the Eagles. Um, Jaden Daniels is sat down for the rest of the season, according to what I've been reading in sources. So there's no way that I think they're going to beat the Eagles in this game. The Eagles are probably going to end up going back to the Super Bowl or something crazy like. So it's the Eagles, unfortunately.
Yeah, look, the Eagles, one thing they've always been fantastic at is if your team is bad, they are going to beat you. They are not putting up with losing to bad teams. And the Commanders, unfortunately, at this point, are like as much as I'd rather pick the Commanders, I,
Man,
I can't do it. It's
you
just
gotta
not.
know I want to. You gotta know I roll with them Commanders. We both do. But like you said, we live in reality. It's gonna be the Eagles.
Yeah,
No
that,
Jaden, no Jalen, no chance.
yeah, and you know it. It's a fair. That's any team. You start losing your quarterback, and it's an uphill battle. Next game on the list, we have the Packers versus Bears.
I'm going to go with my original Super Bowl pick from the NFC. J Lo, my boy Jordan Love, and the Packers to beat the Bears. And Caleb Williams, you know what? Just a moment. Shout out to y'all, man. You're proving that you're not a bust so far, man, because you were so terrible your first year. You're still not really good now, but you're better. You're definitely better than you were last year. So I give you kudos for that, but I got the pack. They're going to do it for my boy Michael.
Look, I want to make fun of the Bears. You know I do, but they are actually 1 point favorites in this
Mm-hmm. 1.5 or just one?
one.
Vegas. Ooh. Mm.
I,
Maybe I might do that. What's the over? Well, never mind. We'll talk about that.
yeah, I'm still going with the Packers.
Yeah.
Next on the list, we have the Chargers versus Cowboys.
I'm going with the Chargers. Um, it's Dak. It's the Cowboys. They used everything they had in the tank to beat us, and been mediocre ever since.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys because it's a mediocre versus a mediocre team. And I think the Cowboys put up more of a fight.
I would hope so, but it looks like the Chargers are going to be in the offs. They might have a chance to improve their seating. I don't think they're just going to lose to backwards Dak.
But I feel like every team after they play Kansas City loses the week after. They like after they won their Super Bowl, they crash out.
True.
It's a
Also
pattern.
true. Well,
You know, when I
somewhat.
start patterns, it's just how I get a little feeling-ish, you know.
Somewhat. I hear you on that. The only exclusion will be the Broncos, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah. That was a long time ago.
Right.
I don't even remember when that happened.
I really don't either, honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google if that actually happened. I don't know.
It
I
might
don't
be a
know.
Mandela effect.
Yeah. Next game we have the Vikings versus the Giants.
uh, I'm taking famous Jameis in the New York Football Giants
Famous.
because the football is always better when the Giants are good. They ain't gonna make the playoffs, obviously, but they can provide some entertaining football.
Yeah, I'm going Vikings. I just
They just keep letting me down. Justin Jefferson just seems to not find the end zone no more. There's just so much going on with them dudes. Mm,
yeah, they need to just let him go. Let him come to Kansas City. Call it.
man, man, right? Look, you're right. Send the Chiefs on over to Kansas, and then now we have the Kansas City Vikings on the other side, the Missouri side.
Next on the list, we talk about a dumpster bowl. You know we like dumpster bowls.
I
Bengals,
do.
Dolphins. Speaking of,
Ooh,
if you're watching this, make sure you check out their Bengals missing the playoff rant because we're not going to keep being on it, but there will be a video posted of an earlier conversation.
oh yeah, that's for sure. Right on. And can I say tie in this dumpster fire? Do they manage to sling enough shit in each other's eyes that nobody can get the final point? Like the monkeys they are? Do I sound like Frieza from Dragon Ball Z? Like the monkeys they are? Like, oh god, no. But if I gotta pick the lesser of this shit show, honestly, it would be the Bengals this week. Cause I think if Joe Burrow gonna play, then yeah, you know what? Why not? This one's for you, Cincinnati. Let's go with the Bengals.
Well, the Dolphins finally decided to bench Tua, so
Ooh, might be new energy. Hold on, I might have to reconsider who's the quarter, who's playing for him, and who's playing.
I don't remember the backup's name.
You know what? It probably don't even matter. He probably ready. I almost want to go with Miami now. It don't even matter who it is. I don't know. Is my soul saying Miami? Is this Miami?
No, it's the Bengals. You
Yeah.
gotta.
All right. All right. Thank you for bringing me back to reality. See, this is why you got to have a Mr. KC on to he gets to bring you back to the level. Yeah.
I don't know who the Dolphins quarterback is, but I know the Dolphins like to get backup quarterbacks who don't know who they are for a reason. So, and which doesn't make sense because Tua is you know, he's Tua. He gets banged up. I don't know.
Oh, two of the tuna.
Tua the Tuna.
Yeah.
Next on the list, we actually have a banger of a game: Buccaneers versus Panthers.
Oh, give me Baker. You know what? No. No. Give me Bryce Young and the Panthers. Because we remember we talked about this last week, and I said, is he going to do what he's been doing? And he did exactly that. And I said to myself then, I'm glad I remember now. I'm so used to going with him. And it was partially your fault. You made me a Baker believer. I'm going with Bryce Young. This is the first time I am thoroughly backing an Alabama quarterback. First time in history, folks. Enjoy. Look, hold on. First time in history. There you go. There you go.
First
First
time
time.
with the conveniently within arm's reach.
My auntie, it's a gag gift. Now you know now I gotta explain it because we won the Ohio State University won the national championship last year, and I told her I said, "Well, you said you were sending me a hat." And that's the hat she sent me because her and my uncle they roll with the Tide. And look, I got a lot of respect for Alabama. They like Ohio State to me, like one of the old guard who's still out here trying to get chips. So major respect, but I'm going with I'm going with Bryce. I thought he was going to be Bryce the bus. It looks like he's turning the bus around.
Now, now the only thing that makes me nervous is he did lose against the Saints last week, and that's not a team you're supposed to be losing to. But they seem to lose to these bad teams and then beat these good teams, and they know what's on the line in this game. And I think you got to put some respect on the Panthers' name. How, do-
Yeah.
how does, how does that even sound? I don't even know.
I ain't said it since Cam Newton was there.
Mm, yeah, yeah,
Even when Baker was down there.
man.
No,
Before you even left.
man.
Next game on the list. Oh, dumpster bowl. We got another dumpster game. This is complete trash. We have
No.
New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans Saints and I didn't hear first. My bad, Miss Casey.
Jets Saints.
Oh, you know what? Give me New Orleans.
It is New Orleans. That is
It's
the
New
correct.
Orleans. Yeah, it's New Orleans. And if y'all watching out there in New Orleans, what package do you need to where we can send y'all a couple of receivers just for Chris Olave, straight up bring a Buckeye in so we can get him into that KU health system and that right offense. Y'all don't deserve it. Anyway, but the Saints got this game for sure, Mr. Casey.
Too. Kind of a handicap match here. We have the Bills playing the Browns. Bad weather. It's supposed to be windy.
I'm going with Cleveland. Uh, Bad weather. The Bills have fumbled a lot of these kind of games this year. And I remember my first upset alert that I didn't get to mention was when the Browns beat the Packers because I knew the Packers was riding too high. So the same situation, similar situation. I'm going with the Bills. This is your upset alert of the week, folks. I'm going with the Browns.
That just seems rough.
Miles Garrett get about 4 sacks, breaking records, going crazy.
He's trying to.
He ain't
I
trying. He about to do it. Josh gonna give it to him.
Josh is off. I mean, you can sack Josh, so it's not impossible.
You see
I
what
just,
I about to say? You saw what the Texans did to him. I'm sure that the Browns can get to him.
mm, I'm still just
Talk to me.
I can't. I don't like the Browns. It's just
You know I don't either. They're
it's,
in the same. They're in the same state as champions, but only at the collegiate level. The two professional teams ain't really nothing to talk about. He took Ohio State could be both of them in a match any given Saturday. But
it's
anyway, but no, you got to pick one though, Mr. Casey. What you got?
the Bills.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. I'm not going to bet it. So I appreciate that. Chiefs versus Titans in Tennessee.
Titans. Give me the Titans. Cam Ward. He needs a tune-up game, and it's the perfect one to get it on.
Upset of the week. I don't think people realize
Who's
this,
up?
but
What's the upset about it?
the Chiefs are favored to win.
Don't what? Stop playing. Ain't no way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Titans are terrible, but I don't think they realize the Chiefs really just probably don't even want to win this game. I think they are fully committed to the tank. I think that once Pat Mahomes went down and Gardner Minshew threw that pick, they were like, "We're not. Shut it down.
Hmm.
Shut it down. Put Chris Jones on the injured reserve. Put Carl Loftus on the injured reserve. Put Nick Bone on the injured reserve. Get everybody off the field. Nobody needs to be playing. Why is anyone playing? Like we should forfeit if the Chiefs could forfeit these games, I think they would.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they'd say we just rather not even show up. And for that reason, I'm picking the Titans to upset the.
That's right. I don't like I said, it's not even an upset for me at this point. Tighten up.
I hope it happens at this point. Like, look, this is my dream scenario.
Man.
Next game on the list. This is not getting the attention that it should for some reason, but it's actually the Jaguars playing the Broncos. Talk about a I don't know. It's a word salad to say that that's a maybe the game of the week right now, but so far the games that I've seen, yeah, that is the game of the week right now.
It
Is the
is.
Broncos.
And I'm going with my son, the android, the prince that was promised, who's been pulling Jacksonville out of recent obscurity. Stall started with a win versus Kansas City.
I'm
Give me.
going. I'm going Broncos because you take a team out of Florida into Denver at this time of the year, and
They ain't got an android at quarterback.
I mean, I think Android will be fine because robots don't freeze, but
Man.
uh, the rest of that team. I don't know. I don't know. You ever lived in Florida, but you live here long enough. The ideal of 30-degree weather just it's kind of what things and nightmares are made out of at this point.
I believe it. I wouldn't know about it. You would know.
If this was in Jacksonville, I'd pick the Jaguars.
I'm gonna still ride with the Prince, but you made several valid points. But I gotta go with the Prince that was.
Ooh, we got a Dirty Bird game. We got
Okay.
a Dirty Bird game. We got the Falcons playing the Cardinals in Arizona.
You can go ahead and give me the cards in Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., another Buckeye who should have been a Chief. We just need to trade for him, get him out of there.
We're going Falcons. I am going Falcons all day. The Cardinals are trash. I
Well, they both
mean,
kind of trash. I mean, I guess the Falcons are slightly less trash, but
yeah, they're a recycling bin. Okay, it may all be going to the same landfill, but they at least pretend to care. Okay.
they might be all going to the same landfill. I know that's right.
Mm, 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 mm. Next on the list, we have the Raiders versus Texans.
Texans, stop.
Uh, yeah, not even lock of the week.
Man, I'm trying to tell you,
Lock it up, folks. Buckle it up. Let's
bust it up, throw the key away. It's done.
get all them points. Man, I'm about to hit with that one hard. I think this is about to be Christmas. I need a little extra Christmas money. I'm going Texans over the Raiders hard, hard. Oh my God, they want to win too. I might even pick the spread. I might even get crazy with that one.
Yeah, it should be pretty gross.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the game to get into. We have the Steelers versus the Lions.
The Lions are in must-win mode for sure.
I mean, Steelers kind of they need a win too. Kind of. And then at the same
Yeah,
time,
I'm going with the Lions. Out of the spirit of Mr. KC, I'm going with the Lions. They need it more.
Steelers suck.
Right.
Getting there, Rodgers was pointless. Give me the Lions with a country mile.
Oh yeah.
This is another good game. This is the other one that I was like, maybe this might be the game of the week. We have the Patriots playing the Ravens.
Mm, okay. Battle North and East. Mm, I'm going with the Pats. I'm the local resident Patriot. I've been riding with the Patriots for a while. Might as well go ahead and do it now.
I'm going Baltimore. I think Baltimore's like last hurrah to make the playoffs. Uh, if they can make the playoffs, this is a must-win game.
It would have to be. I agree.
Yeah, and I think the Patriots are pretty much in a safe spot. That's Sunday night football too.
Said Sunday night.
Yeah, which
With
gives us
Carrie Underwood.
which gives
Uh,
us the worst Monday night game of the year, I think. 49ers Colts.
they both so trash, but I'm definitely going with the Niners. And I hate to even say those words, but Philip Rivers is playing for the Colts. There's no belief there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I'm not a believer either. I'm with you on I'm with the 49ers on that too. Philip Rivers, you should have stayed home, bro. Like, you have the itch, I get it. Dude, maybe you'll stay ahead of Matthew Stafford
Right.
for the That's it. That's your accomplishment.
That's
Good,
it. Good night.
good, Philip.
Yeah. Anyway, I can't believe Philip Rivers is back in the NFL, honestly. I almost got to wipe my ass and see if this is reality. But it seems like I'm awake, so I guess it's the truth.
Yeah, that's the truth, folks. But yeah, folks, that is the picks of week 16. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting little week there. Couple games.
To say the least. And we're going to see here. And if you gamble responsibly, if you take any of our picks to heart, put it on your parlay, anything like that. If you do hit, let us know. Let us know about it. You ain't got to tell us how much you won. But, we like to hear about successful things. We're a successful venture. We like to put out positivity, and we want to make sure you get money too.
Right. Faux show.
Man. But anyway, as tradition, he's Mr. KC. I'm that dude with the beard. This has been the Bold Sports Show weekly picks. We'll see you again real soon.
At least on the next week.
Boom, bam.